Hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you all. I hope you're all well. We are indeed an hour early for you folks in Europe, etc. So if you're a bit confused, don't worry, many people are. We're going to be starting up very, very shortly. Hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you. I hope you're all tickety-boo this fine Friday. How are you all? Hope you're all marvellous. Yes, it's me, RFG Garry, for your delectation this evening. But, not to be outdone, not to be outdone. We cannot do any stream without the wonderful person, the elongated person, the person that is Erik Giraffosaur Schrader. There he is.
Hello, everybody. I'm here too, taking your questions today because this mad lad is going to be walking you through that gameplay segmentation.
How are you, Erik? Are you well?
Yeah, I would say that I'm well. I'm way better than friggin' last time. Goodness, my throat.
Yeah, he's not going to be coughing and spluttering as much this week, but yeah. Hope you're all well. We're going to be diving into some gameplay very, very soon. So we're going to try and follow on from where we left off with my game save last time. Now, I have created a new game save. I'm still playing on hard, but I'm going to be a little bit further along than I was previously, which was around Palemon's Wound. I'm a little bit further along. And if I remember correctly, I'm now in a Sentinel. I switched from the Bomber. So, we like to mix it up. We like to mix it up. So, but yeah, we'll do it now. Usual playthrough. I'm going to be doing the Q&A, so do tag Erik in with those questions. He's going to collate them, and then we'll talk through them every 30 minutes or so. And then if we're very, very lucky, we may get to show off some legendaries later on. You like the sound of that, do we? Oh, yes. We'll see what we can show. But yeah, join us for that in a little while. But yes, I'm just going to bid Erik adieu for the time being. I mean, we like having his beautiful face on the screen, but we need to get rid of him. There we go. Bye-bye, Erik. You'll still hear him. He's on with us anyway. So, yeah. Fire those questions into him, but we shall get loaded up with our gameplay. It's there, which is we're at Prescott, and we are indeed in the Sentinel. So we're going to crack on. We're still playing on the hard variant. Hopefully not too many deaths, but we have got the death counter up and running. We'll be keeping an eye on that. I'm sure Erik will be tapping away if there's any deaths to be found. So
100%.
So here we are at Cato Palace, obviously at Prescott, that den of hive and scummery and all that jazz. So we're going to carry on. We're going to pick up a job for the Cato clan. Okay, let's see what we can get there. Let's see what we can get there. Now, do we have one of those? Oh, we haven't. Oh, I was hoping we'd have a ramen delivery. They are so fun to try and work our way around, but sadly not. So we're level 12, hard difficulty. Let's have a little look. Volatile goods. Should we grab? I reckon we'll do a destroy the base. Let's go blow things up, shall we? Let's go blow things up. So, Let's dive out of there. And away we go. Do let me know if there's any issue with any of the volumes. I can tweak and tweak and tweak a bit more should we need to. Let's just get into super light. There we go. And there's a high risk there. Let's have a little look, see where we're going to be doing. So that's the HRA. Check. So that one. Let's track that one. Oh, it's over there, way into the deepness of nowhere. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go there. Let's head out. Off we go. I haven't even unlocked all the challenge yet for here, so I'll have to do that at some point as well, which is always nice. But I hope you've all had a nice week. It's been a busy week here. You know, we like to keep busy. So yeah, we're beavering away with our plans. You know, which hopefully you'll see soon. When that will be, you'll have to wait and It is funny because I can see Erik on the screen off to my left, and you know, you see his lovable face, and then when he starts, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try not look at it now. Yeah. Right. So.
This is the base that you have been tasked with neutralizing.
Okay, Hive. This is the base you've been targeted with neutralizing. Well, I'm going to get rid of these first. Pesky drones can disappear. Thank you. There we go. Right. Oh, bomb thrower. Had to be a bomb thrower. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Good rocket. Will you stop that, Mr. Bomb Thrower, please? Right. Let's look a bit of room before you start carry on throwing them in my face. Or not. He's gonna have to go. That missile turret was not playing friendly. There we go. Them two done. Right. Are you gonna throw some? You are. There we go. A heavy bomb. There. Shield down. Thank you. One done. Ooh. So we need 2 more fuel tanks and the energy coils. Grab. Not many more to do. Bits. There we go. So it does highlight when we get down to the last few exactly what we need to blow up. Save you searching for them. Nice little quality of life thing.
They've locked onto me.
Oh, we've got friends. Hello, Mr. Outlaw. Over there. Would you like to die? Oh, Madcap. Give yourself a bit of room there. Madcaps and me don't go hand in hand very well. There you are. Give yourself a bit more room. The job is done.
I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Roslin.
Oh, she's so polite, is Marianne, after trying to shoot me, you know. Fine. We won't hold a grudge. Tagged on there. What were you? You? Demolisher. Okay. Oh, no, you don't.
Out of curiosity, what type of synchro pulse are you using? That thing seems like a beast.
It's very, very nice. It is actually a salvo. Taking out some good damage. 120 DPS on the energy. So yeah, And it repairs a bit of the kinetic damage dealt as hull points with each hit. It's none too shabby. I've been using it for a little while. Right. You all like to leave me alone. Oh, right. Better get rid of the demolisher. Right. Fabulous. Find this container. Always gotta open these. There's usually little things that you can find in and around the area when you come into these little jobs, so do have a little look around. Grab everything you can, because even if it doesn't sell well in that particular region, it's still a freebie. Grab the freebies. And container, how are you? Right. Wait, look. Wow. You came to say hello straight away, didn't you? Found the GP. For a Palpatine. There you go. Go. That's for doing that. Right, let's get out of here then, shall we? Let's make like a tree and leave. All the dad jokes.
Oh, gosh.
Right, let's head back to... yeah, well, let's go back to Prescott, because we do probably need to pick up another job. And then we'll probably tickle over to EVERSPACE, because we need to kick on that story. Wizard Jerry, I've just seen your question. I'm playing on hard difficulty. I'm not good enough for Nightmare. It would be a nightmare to do, literally. I'll leave that to the skillful among you. Right. Heading back. But yeah, keep those questions coming in. We'll answer them in a little while. And
I'm here collecting all of them.
Oh, he's on the ball. Look at him go. Okie-dokie. Around to Cato's. Prescott is such an amazing place. I would hate to live there, but a nice little place to visit.
Welcome back, Mr. Roslin. Mr. Cato would like a moment of your time, if you'll wait just a moment.
So long as I don't have to deal with that jerk.
Tell Uncle K I've got it, Toots.
So I did some favors from the job board. What's next?
Hey now, no need to get testy. I've got good news for you.
Daryl.
Mr. Cato was pleased with your recent work.
Why can't he tell me
You would always
himself?
want to smack Daryl, wouldn't you? You know, he would just drive you
I'm listening.
annoying. So we're going to skip him. I'm just going to quick restock on that. Okay, so we can collect that for the claim the rewards. Good. Okay, so running the wheel. Yeah, okay. Talent acquisition. Yeah, so let's go to Volta. Okay, so this is the clockwork one. Okay. Let's just kick that one on, because she's an interesting character, this clockwork. Very interesting.
Cato's minion is hardly a reliable source.
Exactly,
Do you
Hive.
believe you can undertake this operation without the Okar discovering you?
Maybe. We shall
Like
see.
you said, in and out. Let's find this codename Clockwork and make the extraction.
Oh, now this is a very long trip. It'd be very handy if I'd done the challenge. For those of you actually that don't know, let's just actually bring that up. So if you do the challenges within this particular area, you can see it in your data tab. So for us, we're in Union. We've got to visit all the regions, do 5 location challenges, 3 distress calls, and then 3 high-risk areas. Once you complete that, you'll get another unlock of the Master, which generally is the same thing for Ceto Union. It's get very close to the sun without boiling up and burning yourself to a crisp, which is relatively easy to do. Once you do that, you'll unlock a speedier travel. So sometimes it's worth doing, especially if you're going to be in an area for any length of time. You can see that I've already done Ceto, but always keep an eye out on the data tab for all the little bits of information that might just help you in your travels around the DMZ. So there we go. Head back out. Distress call. Now, I am going to just jump into that distress call because I believe, if I'm correct, that was one of the ones that we needed to do. Union. It is. So we might as well, while it's there, grab the opportunity. I'll be dying now. I wish I'd never done it. Oh.
Anyone read us? We're in trouble.
We're in trouble.
You guys hang in there. I'll help clear the area.
Help clear the area. Oh, hello, Mr. Destroyer. Too sure about you. Switch, shall we?
Only 3 more shifts to Eden 12.
We're gone. Blew up. He's nice. The outlaws are going down very, very quickly. Oh, another one bites the dust. Gone. It's done. Oh, we're taking this one quite nicely. Quite nice. More jumping in as we speak. Oh, hello, just as we speak. A little bit too close for comfort. Right, here's what we do. Fire this up. There we go.
We've done it. They're fleeing. Hope everybody's okay.
Yeah. That was an easy one enough. Like it. Like it. When he jumps out, let's go pick up some things. Oh.
Aren't you playing on very easy? Isn't that what
So, this is going to be payback, isn't it? This really is going to be payback. Actually, I'm just going to check in the settings. I am actually playing on hard because wow, that would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Yeah. Right, there we go. Let's jump out. So we just did that our way. Yeah, even Flory was like, can we just make sure on that? You know, we just want some clarification and some proof that you are playing on hard. Yeah, I've been practicing Bearded Frog. That's what it is. I've been practicing. So yeah, I've got a little bit better. Not a lot. It's a little. Do you love looking around? Just as in you're in Superlight. Such amazing scenery and vistas. You've got to love it. You've got to. So yeah, just a heads up, when we look at the screenshots later on in the stream, there are some amazing and phenomenal ones that we've had to choose from this week, and it's been very, very difficult. You guys have absolutely knocked it out of the park. It's been a real challenge to just pick some. I mean, we could show them all, but we've had to kind of, I think I've got about 20 that just are so amazing. Well, we'll skip through. But we do implore you to look on the Discord at all the ones that get posted in the screenshot channel because they are amazing. Right, here we are.
Who would have thought? We're actually on time. No sign of the Okar.
Better make haste before the current state changes.
Thank you. Hello. Ooh. Let me me and mines don't tend to go very well, so I'm just gonna clear the area a smidge. Just, you know, make it a little bit safer for traffic, me included.
I'm glad you're giving a demonstration of how to destroy mines. That's I've never done that before. That's crazy.
It is a very good thing to do, to be fair, is especially when you know that there's things around. Alternatively, you can do that and grab them.
Look, we don't have the time to discuss
And then
That's
release.
super neat.
The Okar about to arrive.
It's dangerous, but you know, it's fun. Okay. Nope.
Why would I? Daryl, on the other hand, promised me an easy in and out. Guess I can forget about that.
Oh, Daryl, what have you done, Daryl?
Hive, block our ship signature. The Okar mustn't be able to track what is about
This
to
is
happen.
not what we're supposed to be
This would be the
doing.
right time to consider certain life choices.
Already did.
Just gonna clear out these fighters first and then take on the corvettes. Get into there. Wow, he does not want to die very easily. Let's just head over here. Get away from him, get out of range. Yeah, give him the shields, give him the shields. Right, let's just limiter. Shield back up. Bang. Nice. The sounds of those meaty explosions. Oh,
Yeah, there was a question that was, did the rocket explosion sound get tweaked? Sounds really good there. And yeah, I'm just going to immediately answer that one, Seth. Yes, it did. We've been working on some sound effects, and there's been a couple other ones that some individuals have been catching too. So keep your eyes open.
Charming.
your ears peeled.
That's right. I meant to say ears, didn't I? Goodness.
Apologize for my nephew.
Senses are
Is
hard.
it true he sent
Whatever.
you off on
Overrated.
another one-way mission? It's all taken care of. I think there's something between him and this clockwork. Oh, this was about her.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there's a spark of interest going on there. At least the boy has an interest.
I'll need proper payment for this, Kato. I jeopardized my standing with the Okar.
I'll set it
He'll set it right.
right.
Mr. Kato. Very trustworthy
The important thing
character.
is that everyone is safe. We could always use a true gent like you.
Yeah.
Do some more favors for us, and we'll watch your back.
I'll check in on the job board when I get the chance.
Oh, that was not a good shot. There we go. Is it gonna? Yeah. Give me the loot. What do we get? Enforcer and a prime zapper. Nice. Yeah, we'll just have a little look over here. See what there is. You never know. You never know what you just might find. Anything crystal? Good bit of resources. Always. Don't click too much because I don't suppose we'll need too much currently. Oh, nice to have in the bank should we need. Oh, where's my trusty flak cannon when I need it? Oop. Find the way. Ah, some copper. There you go. The last piece. Oh, titanium. Got another little container here. Let's go grab that. What we gonna have in here? Scrap metal. Oh, another secure container. Another one. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's hidden behind there. We'll let other people work that one out for the future. Let's move on. Okay, something pinged. Just a lost cargo job. Undiscovered site. I think we're going to be heading back to somewhere that's got... Go to Cartwright work. There's the smuggler base. Let's head there. Sell some stuff off, I think would be good. Get some money in the bank. Let's see what we can purchase. Do a few repairs. grab some more stock. So yeah, keep those questions coming in. Erik's feverishly cataloguing away, and we'll try and answer some of those as we come to them in about 5 minutes or so. Anything to do with the development of the game, we'll try and answer. Some things we can't obviously answer. We can't predict the future with many things, but we'll try and answer as honestly as we can. We're very transparent around here. Very transparent. Oops, something's just tried firing at me. That's not what I want. Okay, let's just get rid of these drones. Let's put it over here. Find the gap. Look at these. Stuff. Excellent. Right. We'll just do a compare. Yep, and a restock. Right, let's have a look, see what we've got. Okay, so we got. Oh, I'm still carrying the flat cannon. That's good. Can I do? Let's see. Salva Perusa. See, that's good because it gives blasters 20%, but it's only the blasters, but it gives more firepower. Speaking. No, but I will. Looking a little bit light on the money, so I'm just going to hold of that. Sell all the stuff. That. Sort that one out. Sell that. None of what's there. Don't need. Nope, don't need that. Don't need that. Prime Zapper. This autocannon is starting to feel a little bit weak, but that salva's still looking good. So. Dude, let's just see what we need to modify that. We don't need to increase the rarity, but we could increase the level. Okay. So I think we might increase the level. We've got 3 quantum processors, which I think will boost that up. Nice. Yes, I think that's going to keep us in a nice place. We may need to replace the autocannon, but we'll just see. What's his autocannon? See, there we go. 2,000. That's a bit beefier. So yeah, I think we'll grab that, and then we'll swap. And we'll just sell that one. Sell that one. Got something to keep us there. Right, so I think we'll head to Union, to Everest in particular. Let's go ahead there. So, right, Everest. That's set. To collide with any big rocks as we super light out. Nearly. Flying along. I think once we get through to Everest and everything associated with that, will be about time to answer some questions. So if you want to get any of those last minute ones in, do so now while you've got the last few moments. As Erik concentrates, you can see him concentrate. All good.
I'm cataloging all the questions. So many questions.
They're all good. They're all good. Into Everest we go.
State your business before entering.
I'm just here to check out the leasing on some hangar space.
Do you have an appointment?
Do I have an appointment?
Not really. I was just hoping to knock around.
Well, the Coalition operates a clean enterprise, so we don't want any trouble, okay?
Huh. The Coalition running the place and no trouble? That's a change for them. I'll have to ask Alec what happened between him and these guys.
I detect heightened outlaw activity circling these coordinates. It is likely that you will become involved in a raid, should you choose to dock here.
Ah, okay.
Hey, how did you find us?
Okay. Just skip that for a moment. Right then, we shall bring the wonderful Erik back in so we can go through the questions. So here he is. Look at him there. The happy, smiling man that he is.
Hello, I'm here.
He's fabulous.
I'm cataloging one more question that snuck in. So
sneaking those in.
Oh, it's crazy. So we have a slew of questions. We're going to start with probably the hardest one that I was digging at. It comes from Fredspec Vet over on YouTube. Says, in the current version, there's a 60 frame per second lock-on menu / docked. Will we have a switch in an upcoming version to toggle this cap off? The short answer is I could not find any details on this. I don't believe that we are. I also play more than 60 frames per second on my computer, not during streams. I've never personally had an issue with this. If this is something that's like jarring and is significantly causing issues for you, please give us more information on our forums, and maybe we can figure out there's an issue going on from that. But for all intents and purposes, a 60 frame per second lock here should not be causing any amount of stutter or any technical issues from that sense. So please follow up with us on that one accordingly. So next question comes from Sakib910. And they're asking about hints on the dates for the DLCs.
They're always good. They're always good. Generally, and this is what we try to do, is that until we're certain of a date, you will not know from us when that date will be. Once we get confirmation of when it's ready, it's going to be there. In terms of incursions, which is obviously our free update, that is going to be in the spring. That is a very ballpark figure, I know, but we don't want to give a specific date and then disappoint people and say we haven't hit that date. So once we have a date confirmed, then we are going to let everybody know. Don't worry, we are wanting you to play incursions. We want you to dive in and enjoy the content that is going to be there. But until that happens, we can't speculate on the dates, because otherwise we'll be disappointing people, like I said, if we don't hit that date. And we don't want to do that. We like our fan base to be informed, and we will tell you as soon as we can, because we're going to be shouting it from the rooftops, and everybody's going to be wanting to dive in. So yeah, we'll let you know when we know.
Excellent. Next question comes from two users, Sakib910 and Excelsior. Both are wondering about new ship modules in the new content update, specifically if there's going to be new heavy or light ship wing variants and parts ready for a showcase.
Now, we are, correct me if I'm wrong on this one, Eric, we are going to be including the remaining modules that I believe that have been missing with the incursions update, if I am correct.
So yeah, that's partially true. So the big thing that's actually, it's in our timeline as of right now, our roadmap. We are working on more ship bodies and engines. With this question also asking about wings, you know, obviously we would love to add more and more and more.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to play our cards in a very delicate manner here, because we're not sure how much more we can push on that front. Right now, a core aspect of what we're aiming for is rich content that enhances the gameplay experience. And while aesthetics for your ship are great, they don't impact the gameplay. So do keep that in mind. We're sticking true to the roadmap with it, which is ship bodies and engines, but wings we'll have to follow up with you guys on.
Yeah. I'm just going to go back to Fred Perspec over on YouTube. I know you'd asked about the lower FPS in the dock. Now, the reason that we implemented the 60 FPS lock on that was because some users were struggling with very high frame rates in the dock, and it was causing strain on their systems because it was basically, this is a 3D scene. It's still a 3D rendered scene, but because of the amount of activity that was happening, their frame rate was very, very high, and it was causing their systems to be, you know, struggling at times. So what we did is we implemented a 60 frames per second lock just on when you're in the hangar space, etc. Some people have quite rightly said that they find it, you know, jarring or whatever. I have discussions with the technical team on this. I will follow up with them on that. I don't know if anything is likely to change, but it is purely so that the people are not experiencing very high frame rates and putting an excess strain onto their system, which we don't want. You know, it's not a high activity hangar space. You know, it's a very low activity 3D environment, so that's why we locked it down. So I'll follow up on Monday with the team member that I've had conversations about this previously. I'll see what's happening on that one, but I will follow up if we have anything new to tell you. So sorry on that one.
Cool. We have quite a few more questions, so I'm going to answer a couple of them too as we're navigating through these. We've got a question regarding the GMB allies in high-risk battles. Why are they so weak, is what Junior Penchiati says. I've only had one battle where they survived until the end. Most die within 30 seconds. Well, you know, there's a lot of factors that take place there. Some of it could be that you've done a really good job of balancing your build. It might also be the difficulty that you're playing at. That's possible. Yeah, I also want to just take this moment and point out that the free incursions update is focused around in-game content that does include balancing. So just casually mentioning that for you there. I do have another question from Slorine Tetson. This one's for you, Gary.
Okay.
Where in the DMZ would you like to live?
Ooh, where would I like to live? I think, as much as I said that I'd not like to live on Prescott, I think it's because it's a very big hub of civilization. I think I'd probably feel safest there. Although you may want to get away to somewhere a bit more discreet and nice, because obviously there's a lot of things that go on there. So I don't actually, would I pick anywhere? I like where, sorry, a bit of a spoiler, where we meet some of the NPCs later on. That's very remote. Not too sure about the kind of environment that they're in, but you know, I think it'd be nice to remote. Yeah, the wildlife. Yeah, the things that yeah, that could be interesting, but it'd be very remote. So yeah, yeah, I think for just being around people, yeah, probably Prescott. But to get away, go to where some of the NPCs that you find later on would be nice to get away from everyone. But what about you, Eric? Where would you like to live?
Oh, goodness. Well, if it was for safety purposes, I would probably go to Lethos Starport. Yeah. Because, I mean, that place is secure under the Coalition. If I was going for someplace a little bit more dynamic and possibly dramatic, it would probably be somewhere stationed in Union, even though, you know, there's going to be a lot of traffic. There's going to be, you know, probably greater chances of outlaw. But some type of remote starbase is honestly where I'd like to call home. You could almost call me an outlaw, because that's what a lot of outlaws do. They just kind of find their own home and make a space. Yeah. So, but that would be my kind of personal desire. Not any of like the mainline areas. Yeah. Except for, I mean, obviously I said Lethos Starport first because that's like the most secure site I can think of in the game at this time. So, but I digress. All right, so we got a slew of questions from Sakib910. They first ask about the Atheon system, and they're wondering about its accessibility after a content update.
We'll have to wait and see. We generally won't reveal anything about where the storyline is going to go or anything like that until, again, we're ready. I know it sounds a bit of a downer, but, you know, everybody's very voracious for that information. They want to know what's coming. They do. And we're very appreciative of that fact, because it means that players are interested. You know, if they weren't bothered what was going to happen, then obviously it means that they're not interested in the game. And we're very, very much happy that you are. As soon as we can tell you anything that's going to happen, we will. Similar to the DLC and incursions, once we have a date, same answer. Once we can pin it down, and that's the date, that's what's going to include, etc., you will know, because we'll be screaming it from the rooftops, as I've said. But yeah, you'll have to wait and see.
So it sounds like you answered a follow-up question they had to that, which was about any chances for new systems from DLC. So thank you for being very clear in that response. Really appreciate it. Next question we have comes from Fred Speckvet. Once again, will we get more varied bosses and rifts and in possibly other endgame? Do you want to have a stab at it?
Yeah. Now, incursions, as you've seen, probably behind the scenes that we've shown on the blog post, we are looking at, you know, improving endgame. So there is an option there. You know, but everything else that's tied in, I know you're looking at new bosses and things like that. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Really, we've got quite a bit coming with incursions. It's going to change things up for quite a lot of people, and I think you're going to love those changes. And it's going to be a challenge. You know, we want people to be challenged. We want to, you know, have that fear that things are not going as well. I mean, I play on hard, but anybody that's on nightmare, it's going to be a nightmare. You know, it literally is. Eric's a much better pilot than I have, and I know from his testing, he's enjoyed it. You know, he's in, you know, he's loving it. So just wait, be patient, and all will be revealed.
Yeah.
Eric, you've just muted yourself.
Yeah, all of that's coming along really well. Oh, I don't think I should have said any of that.
Damn, no.
Oh, goodness. I can't believe that came out of my mouth during a live stream. Crazy. Oh, well, there. Now everybody knows. Hopefully I didn't have any technical problems at that exact same moment. That would be crazy coincidence. Next question we have from Fred Spec Vet comes from wondering about optimizations, honestly, about like the water and lava areas. This question's come up a lot. I'm just gonna answer it really quick, guys.
Yes.
Of course, we want to optimize more and more and more in the game. There's always also going to be problem areas in the game. They're just always going to be there regardless. These locations, you know, like your Gilbert Naval Base, for example, this is like one of the most taxing locations in the game as of right now. We would love to make it better. We are searching for ways to make it better. And if we can, it will become better. But we also can't guarantee that's going to happen. And for anybody who's wondering about like the migration to Unreal Engine 5, no, it's not going to magically fix everything. So, and that's not even the point of our migration to Unreal Engine 5. So the short answer to that is there's zero guarantees. Obviously, we hope that there can be some cleanup on that front, but it's not necessarily something we can be guaranteeing. That's all it comes down to.
I think it's something that people need to be aware of, that Unreal Engine 5, the upgrade, is not a magic bullet to everything. It's a step in the right direction for us as a studio. However, it's not going to cure every ill. But as always, if we know there's a problem, we'll try and work on it when we can and try and fix it up. But yeah, just tempering expectations on what Unreal Engine 5 can do, basically. But yeah, we will diligently work to get things running as best as we can, and we are quite honest about that. You know, we will let you know that, you know, it's kind of our aim and object. So yeah.
Just to tie this one into that question, or into the migration of Unreal Engine 5, a question comes in the form of engine update. Like, curious, when's that going to happen? Do we have any news to share on that front?
No, not as such. However, again, we've got incursions due soon in the spring. You know, obviously the work needs to continue on with that. Hopefully we'll have more news on that soon. Just keep an eye on the Steam forums and the blog posts. Lee loves to put those blog posts out, all the information. If you've seen the behind the scenes, you can see what we've had to deal with. What the team have had to deal with specifically with the update. It's not as easy as just going from UE4 to UE5, and everything works perfectly. We've had some fun bugs, and we're still finding them. There's still work to be done. So again, as with everything else, when we have that information, we will be letting you all know.
And just to answer a question that did sneak in from Facebook from Jamie Jones, we shouldn't notice anything different once EVERSPACE 2 transitions to Unreal Engine 5, right? Right. We really aren't trying to like upgrade the game by doing this. This is much more from a level of servicing the game, making sure everything is being as consistent as possible while maintaining our relationship with Epic and ensuring all of you are getting exactly your needs met, whether you're on the PC side, whether you're on the console side, wherever you're coming from. So that's a big part of why we're doing this. Next question. Mr. Garry, what's your favorite ship? This comes from Sakib910.
Oh, my favorite ship. In my first playthrough, it was definitely the gunship. I think that was an absolute beast. Although, since switching back to the Sentinel, I found that probably half and half, to be fair. I'm a little bit, you know... I think the Sentinel is just a good all-round ship. It's very maneuverable. The gunship is literally the tank. He just goes in, batters everything, takes the hits. And in other games, I do play tank roles, so it does kind of fit. However, I am enjoying the Sentinel, to be fair. And it's, you know, obviously the starter ship, so people do get used to it. However, I have tried the Striker, didn't find that great. I know Erik loves the light fighters. He's very much that. Whereas I prefer a bit more of the beefier boys. So yeah, certainly the Sentinel and the gunship are my favorites. What's yours, Erik? I know this is get asked quite a bit.
Gosh, You know, it's so funny because I keep going back and forth between different ships. The Stinger is probably what I've used the most in my like min-maxing, but I really do enjoy playing the Vanguard. It's just so fast. Oh, I really enjoy that. And then the Striker, I have a very up close and personal gameplay direction that ship it's designed for that style of play, and I love it. And so I find myself really rotating between those three ships. The Scout was my love from Everspace 1 and Everspace 2. You know, the long distance gameplay, it serves it great. I just like being up close and personal, so I opt for these other ships instead.
Yeah, it's just choices. You know, you a lot of people have stuck with the Sentinel. We know this from the data that we've picked up. But do try the different ships. There's no monetary cost or very little if you swap a ship out. So if you have the credits, try a ship. If you don't find it, sell it back again, switch again. There's no right or wrong way. Some people, I mean, I failed at the Striker. I hear what you said there, Bearded Frog. I did not do well with the Striker. And you know, but other people will love the Striker. Again, it's a lot down to play style and how you are used to combating the things in front of you. And yeah, the Striker is not for me, I don't think.
So a couple more questions and we'll get right back to the gameplay. Okay. Next question is from Sakib910. It's a curious question, and I'm not, maybe you can help me answer it because I'm not actually sure. The question is, the talent acquisition quest, is it randomly generated? Because I never got anything like destroy 3 Okar corvettes.
Oh. I'm not entirely sure whether it is random. I've never spoken on the team on this, so the talent acquisition. I feel like that it's not random. Yeah. I think
feel
because
like
Daryl does send you specifically to speak to Clockwork in a certain place.
Yeah. I've gone through that quest line at least 5 or 6, maybe 7 times now, and I've had the exact same missions every single time. Could possibly be a fluke because, I mean, Sakib's asking this question probably out of something seen in the stream. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe that they are random. So
yeah, not that I'm aware of. I think with it, unless it's changed with that, was knowing. But yeah, I've always done that same fight there. What I did with the Okar as well. So yeah, I think it's always the same.
Cool. All right, I'm going to answer just a couple questions real quick. A question from Cyril Nulray, I believe is how to pronounce the name. They're asking about cross save. No, we don't have cross save unless you are very specifically using Game Pass, because Game Pass, of course, allows you to transfer saves from your Xbox to your PC. That's it. There are no plans to do additional cross save beyond that. That is just how it's going to operate. Another question from Fred Spec Vec is, any news on the Atom/Hive chat activity slider? I have no idea about this slider concept, but I know that if Garry were to press the and go to the pause menu, that we do have a dialogue display of everything that's been recent, so he can scroll up and down on that to see everything on the dialogue board. That's about as close as we're going to get to that. There's not any plans to do an activity slider, so not entirely sure where the question's coming from, but this is the closest thing you'll get.
Yeah. I think it's just to increase or decrease the interaction between Hive and Adam, whether some people just don't want Hive to talk, whereas they want Hive chatting all the time, kind of thing.
Okay, no plans. Yeah. No plans for that.
Yeah.
So then I also had a slew of questions come in after all those questions were cataloged. I'm going to just do a little bit of rapid fire, which is talking about some spoilers from Everspace 1 and a particular character that gets killed, which is Adam's sister, and they're wondering about their return. We can't speak towards that whatsoever. I like how you're thinking about other characters, though, because we've definitely been keeping it in line with everything that happened in Everspace 1 and what could potentially be added to Everspace 2. No guarantees, not even making a teaser on this front. Don't read into it too much. Just saying we can't really talk on topics like that. Another question is, any story update pertaining to like alien conflicts. This comes from Cyril Norway as well. Did you want to answer that real quick?
Nothing really. I mean, we're talking about incursions. Obviously, this is our main focus for the short term anyway, which is going to be very, very soon. It's more a kind of a lateral expansion on what is within the game now. So, like I say, we're looking at new legendaries. We're looking at new endgame. Just embellishing the game as to what it is. The popularity of the game and the ideas that we've had have allowed us at this moment to basically broaden the game across. We're not looking at the length. That's going to come possibly later down the line with the proper expansion. People know that there's an expansion coming, but it's not going to be for incursions. We're not going to be doing new things as such that people are probably aiming for in terms of content. So yeah, literally look at incursions as a broadening of the game to make things very interesting, as we've said. So yeah, you just need to look out for that.
Indeed. So I got two more questions I'm going to ask. One I'm going to save. Yep. So the two questions are who'd win between Erik and Garry? And then the other question is who's the best pilot on the Rockfish team?
Oh, wow. Erik will definitely beat me hands down in terms of piloting, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm not even going to lie on this. He's a much more skilled pilot than I am. He's probably clocked in many, many more hours than I have. I think I've got about 250 plus, I think, on EVERSPACE 2. Erik's probably got 1,000 or something like that. It's a ridiculous amount. Although there are some very, very good pilots in the community. Let me tell you that. There are some amazing pilots out there that are very, very strong. Within the team, I couldn't really say. I really couldn't say.
We've got some experts on the team, sincerely. We've got an individual who does a lot of bug hunting and has also prepped some pretty cool saves for us. His name is Jan. I would say that he's one of our best pilots, actually. But there's some pretty impressive skill that comes out of each member of the team here that serves in their own right, and why we're able to very skillfully apply certain new mechanics and systems into the game. So
yeah,
good questions.
I know it's been answered by Spoot over on Twitch. Davinator is just asking about whether we're going to have VR support in Unreal Engine 5. No, we're not having VR. VR is not in the design, as Spoot said, for EVERSPACE 2. We're not going to be bringing it with Unreal Engine 5. We know there's obviously ways to do that, currently with a third party, but we don't support that third party project. It's great. Well, glad that the fans are diving in there that want to, but officially we're not going to be doing any kind of VR support. So, right. Let's go defend this place, I think.
Yeah. Thanks for all the questions for now, guys. I have started already cataloging a couple more that are trickling in. That's totally fine. Keep on asking them. Let's have Garry give us some solid gameplay here for a little bit.
You soon, Erik?
They're here. I'll repair the distractors while you hold them off.
Okay. Pick some stuff. More jumping in. Ow.
First one's up. Follow me.
There we go. Defeat the second wave. There they are.
I did want to actually read a comment aloud while you're still playing here. And it aligns with our own experience in development here. That comment comes from Sakib910 over on YouTube, and they said, I personally feel like this game is way too fast for VR playing. Yes, we agree, actually. So there's a lot of other factors to that, but for those who are like super VR heavy players who have done stuff like this, we could understand why you would have that desire, but from a general audience, it doesn't work. And we are not moving forward with a VR plan with EVERSPACE 2.
Is it just me, or are they getting more aggressive?
They've been trying to pin us down for a while. They won't wait for another chance.
But right on to the third wave. Get gone.
Done. Scrap. One last wave incoming. They're trying to get at our provisions.
Okay. Dive in. Save the day. Be a hero. Marvelous.
I think that's it.
Hopefully.
Thanks. Let's meet in the hangar.
Right, let's grab the loot. Grab the stuff. Bit of plating. Let's get to sell stuff and some creditos. Slide down. There we go. Get sold. I feel like I was only here 5 minutes ago.
Here. It's more than enough. If there is, feel free.
Yep. Skippity skip. Sell some stuff. Right. Did we get anything good? Ooh, that's not too bad. Like the it's switch that one out. Flares are down. Bombing missiles. Corrosion still do a decent job, and it does have the last 3 missiles do 100% plus damage. No, it's okay. Sell all the things. There we go. Right. Quick stock refresh. Let's go see Maddox. Grumpy boy. He's never happy. Whoop. See what Maddox has got to say for himself. He's very clever.
So, you found me again.
Look, I just want to talk.
Where is Dax? Where's his body?
Where is Dax?
I buried him
Where's
on
his
Rhodia's
body?
station.
Spoiler.
The base, so you know.
Don't shoot. I have something to show you. I'm going to reach into my belt.
Slowly. His biochip. How can I be sure it wasn't you who killed him for that?
I shared a cell with him and we escaped together. I helped him get the base set up again while he made plans to reach you.
Give me that thing.
Oop, smack in the face.
You got me. I guess I ain't as spry as I used to be.
Yeah, right. How about I ask the questions now? This chip, what does it lead to?
You mean he didn't tell you?
Dax offered me a cut. Said it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And this rig you're building here just confirms to me that it's a big Viridium mining operation.
Hold on there, fella. Don't you know what the Okar would do if they heard there was even talk
Yeah,
about
Viridium mining and the Okar.
strictly prohibited by the
One
treaty?
way to start a war.
Look, are we gonna cooperate or not?
What are you doing? Well, you seem like a decent enough kind of guy. Come on upstairs and let's have a proper talk.
Proper talk.
You've come at the worst possible
I hope he poured him
time
a
or
decent
best
drink anyway.
possible time.
Something like Yorkshire
I ain't
tea or
sure
something
yet,
like that at least.
But I do know I'm short on friends at the moment. With the Okar on the threshold about to kick the door down.
The Okar are not happy bunnies.
Scouts chasing down rumors of my whereabouts. Things are looking tight. Have a drink.
The craft that took out Dax had a G&B signature.
That's no surprise, but to be honest, I got everyone breathing down my neck at the moment, and the local situation here is getting bad.
The Okar are becoming pretty testy.
Yeah, very testy.
I know, and I can't
You
launch.
see why?
If they get one sniff of this rig, my ass is grass. So, you came all this way. What's your big plan?
Adam, big plans?
No, this is
Never has
as
a
far
big
as the plan
plan.
got.
Nothing.
Damn it. I was hoping you had an idea.
Tell me, this Viridium find, think it's worth it?
Oh, hell yeah. I've been waiting years for this. One quick excavation and we'd be set for life.
And all you need to do is get this freighter off the
Yeah.
settlement without the Okar.
I wonder who we're going to need to go
Figure out some way
see.
to slip you out unnoticed.
Boy, you are gonna be one of the richest men in the galaxy.
Indeed. One of the richest men. Always good.
So you've spent years putting this freighter together.
Yep, well,
Who else is in your team?
you don't need to worry about
Ah,
that.
he's so secretive,
I hate
is
to
man.
say
It's
it,
so
but it won't be
secretive.
easy. You're flying a Viridium mining rig.
You seem to know a lot about these things.
Yep.
Well, the only way to fool the Okar would be to encrypt
All right.
optics, chemistry. It even needs to taste like cheap steel when you lick it.
He even needs to
You need
chase
something
like
like a
cheap
material
aluminium when you lick it.
That's right.
You know that sort of tech doesn't really exist, at least not out here.
And that's wrong. There's at least one person who designs such things.
So
But both Kate.
I think I
you
know
know where
this
this
is
is
going.
going.
This guy has a station near the ice planet Volta. Follow these coordinates and you'll find it.
You know, I'm putting my faith in you over this, Maddox.
Like I said, it'll be worth it.
It'll be worth it. Promises, promises from Dax. What are you getting me into, Dax? What am I going to regret? So, the mission is smoke and mirrors. Indeed. Indeed, smoke and mirrors. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Do-do-do. If you have more questions, do keep them coming. We'll crack on with some in a little while. We did have quite a few to start with, so I'll get a bit more gameplay done, and then we'll dive into some more. Do keep them coming. We do like answering the questions where we can. Obviously, we can't answer everything and give you all the answers to everything, because where's the fun in that? But yeah, sometimes we just don't have the answer. That's not to say that, you know, we are going to tell you even if we did, but we would eventually.
I was more surprised to run into the Coalition. They seem to be running the place now. Weren't they your gang once?
Your gang.
We're still a gang?
Yeah, they changed.
Oh, Erik. Did somebody boot you out again? Such a nice guy as well.
And we mutually agreed that my skills would be better applied elsewhere.
So you parted on good terms?
Well, she smiled when they waved me off, so I'd say yeah. Part of my kids still live on that station, along with some very good people. A lot of them broke, stranded, and can't get home.
Yeah.
Hey, why not tell them I said hi?
I'll do that. Just need to get through another gig first.
Yeah.
Always busy, that man. I respect that.
Always busy. Always busy. Hello, distress call. Let's do that. We do need to do these for the challenge, so I'll just dive into that as I see them. Let's see how good it is. Okay.
We're in trouble. Hostiles on all sides.
Give me those credits.
Shield to go. Come on. Over here. Left. Mr. Scout. You to disappear. Oof. There we go. Any more?
Looks like we're safe.
Good.
Thank you.
Another one completed. Carry on our little trek. The undiscovered site. Check my settings 1 second. On there. Still running over there. Fine. Oh.
May I inquire why we just jumped into empty space?
Yes, why have we jumped into empty space?
There's a space station over there?
My sensors detect nothing.
I was a little bit confused there.
It's been a while since I had a clone come for a visit.
Oh.
Okay, I don't like where this is going.
Where what is going?
There we go. Oh, hello. There's this little container. Let's get the container. Let's get the container. Firing kits. Anything else? Just doing a cruise booster. Always good to boost around. Remote station. That mysterious character.
I need you to focus. Run your sensors again. What is this place?
Mostly, it's just smoke and mirrors. All it takes is a wave of my hand.
My sensors are overclocking.
And it's gone. You may call me Fallon Pango.
Fallon Pango.
Cut the act. Don't mess with my ship.
He's an interesting fellow.
Just take the Colonial Fleet. They can't post warrants.
That doesn't answer my question.
You could say that I simply like to listen to the waves.
Oh, he's so dubious.
I tinker away.
So dubious yet intriguing is Fallon
Can't just
Pango.
turn on the radio and tune into encrypted fleet talk. You're some kind of hacker. Who else knows about me?
That depends on why you've come to see me all the way out here.
I'm looking for a material encryptor.
For whom?
Yeah.
Can't say.
Can't say.
Tit for tat. Nicely done. I can offer you a version for 20 credits. The other for 2 million.
2 million?
Both do exactly the same.
Then what's the difference?
The cheap one is sponsored by a third-party provider. The premium price is exactly what it would cost without this.
I am not buying the one for 2 million.
Oh, come on.
Of course.
Adam, get your credits out, man. 2 million. What's wrong? You just know that we're gonna buy cheap, buy twice. You know,
the drivers
terrible.
are transferred directly to your ship.
Thanks for doing business.
My pleasure. Take care, Adam.
Oh, right, let's just sell some stuff while we're here. New flag. Pull that one out. Get rid of that one. Cruise booster. It's a 10 on the blood star. See, that is nice because it gives you refill 10% boost energy on kill. That is quite nice. I think I'm probably going to keep that one and get rid of the other one. Yeah, we don't need them. We don't need them. Get rid of those. Let's keep ditching things. Modules. Yeah, okay, we've got that. That's cool. All that's fabulous. Let's see if we can get out of here.
Are you tired of being picked on? Then why not treat yourself to a Salver Pulse 9000? Salver Armament Group. Because even a loser deserves a good laser.
What was that?
The signal is emanating from my own systems.
Serves me right for buying cheap scrap from a hacker.
Indeed.
I'm running diagnostics. Attempt jumping again.
Let's see. Can we get away this time?
Ouch, my teeth!
Ouch, my teeth!
Sorry, kid, but you've got cavities.
Oh, again?
Again.
But don't worry. Try Footnax.
Footnax.
Hand lotion. Your teeth deserve it.
The messages are triggered by the new software.
Can you disable them?
Not without deleting the entire package and rendering the encryptor useless.
I need to have another word with that Fallon Pango guy.
Footnax hand lotion.
Hey,
Perfect toothpaste.
The encryptor came with ads.
As I said, its main component is very rare. It's the only way I'm able to sell it for such a low price. If you cannot pay, you either have to live with the commercials or find a replacement.
What kind of replacement are we talking about?
Indeed.
A very old one.
A very old one.
If you feel adventurous, you can go to these coordinates. You will immediately know what I want when you see it. In the meantime, I'll remove the cheap module from your ship.
Guess I have no other choice.
Ah, interesting. Forlorn Veil. Shady hacker, shady hacker. The madcaps. That's obviously that's that. Yeah, people have definitely expressed an interest that this is one of their favorite storylines, and it is very, very cool. That's the wrong jump. We want to get out of there. We'll get five.
Silly skill.
Yeah. We'll have 5 more minutes and then we'll dive into some more questions because we'll squeeze some more in, then a bit of gameplay, and then maybe if you're lucky, I get to have a look at a new legendary.
So, would you say that you have the ability to care?
In some instances, yes. Yet, there are other instances where I am required to remain distant in order to protect my operational integrity.
So emotions can overcome you, is what you're saying?
Hive units have been known to overload in emotionally distressing situations and experience something akin to a nervous breakdown.
Nervous breakdown?
Yes. Interesting.
So, let's go back to Prescott. And there's some stuff there. It's always good to see all the conversation that flies through on the various chats. Keep it coming. We do enjoy the interaction. It's always fun. Always fun.
I am being a keyboard warrior over here on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Great lore questions for all of you, so you're aware. I love it.
Cool. If it's a lore question, I will probably be deferring to Erik on those if he's not already answered them, because he is a lore king. He knows the inside.
I'm a huge dork, you mean. That's right.
I was putting it politely. It's always good. We like to build a good world, and the lore is very much the part of that. And yeah, keep it. Hello, let's dock. Thank you. Let's not skim past.
Welcome back, Mr. Roslin. Have you come to see the current job listings?
Why not, Marianne? Could always use a few extra creds.
Completion of tasks will earn the appreciation of the organization.
Plus, it so kindly does, Marianne. So kindly. You know, I'm actually surprised there is still no ramen deliveries. What? God. I was almost looking forward to doing a ramen. Oh yeah, there is one. I found one. Let's do that. People do struggle with the ramen deliveries. You've got to remember that ramen drones are intentionally very difficult to control. If they were pointing in a direction and go there, it wouldn't be much of a challenge. But these can be challenging, but they are meant to be.
You to make 3 deliveries using our ramen drones.
Oh.
If you fail to make a delivery in time, a small percentage will be deducted from your payment.
Oh.
Got it. Thank you.
Very nice ramen joint. Right, so have a look down to the.
Be careful not to blow up the drone.
Yeah, let's try not to, Adam. So, heading to the drop-off point. They do kind of float around. They're definitely not as versatile as our normal ships. So yeah, just be very, very careful. They have a little bit of inertia to them as well, so after pointing them in or thrusting in a certain direction, it'll keep moving in that direction, so be very careful. Very easy to bash into a load of things. You won't want to do that. Well, maybe you would. Right, let's head through this gap. Picking up information as we go. All the way down here. Okay, next to the black market dealer. What they've got for sale. Good to find out. Hello, I'm gonna here. There we go. On the back of here, by the looks of it. 30 seconds. Oh. Phenomenal. I haven't actually hit anything. I'm quite surprised at. Normally I do. And the last one. Complete. Get a little look at this little ship. Oh, it's in there. It's in there. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, well, I've been practicing these. I haven't crashed at least once.
Did it, and in time.
And in time.
That job is done.
I'm taking notes.
I was actually surprised myself. Normally I don't do that well. I normally bash my way to the delivery point. But that's it was smooth. And you got to do it smooth. At least do it when you're on stream. You got to do it bad. Do it when nobody's looking. Right, we got any other jobs come up? Oh, another ramen delivery. Sometimes these are quite easy because you don't have to go very far. They just can be tricky in terms of flight mechanics. So if you do struggle with them, then look at something else that you're much better at. But I don't mind the ramen ones. They're very, very easy to complete for me. Let's dive into some questions. We'll bring the Mr. Giraffosaur back on screen. There he is, looking all resplendent.
My gosh, I'm here! Oh goodness, it's so great to be back. You know, oh my gosh, just existing in that void where my voice is the only thing that's available. It's weird. My goodness, but oh wow, I have legs again too. This is remarkable. All right. So first question comes from Bearded Frog. It's kind of a bigger question, but let's toss it. Any thoughts on implementing a cap resource unload during actual pause menu, aka the options menu and such, so as to remove unnecessary strain on systems during those times?
Ooh, that's a very, very technical thing. I mean, if it's a good suggestion, a good idea, then we could obviously talk to the team on such matters. I'm not aware of any conversations that we've had around the team on that as such, but it certainly sounds like a very, very nice suggestion. As always, Frog, please throw it our way. We can pass it on to the team, especially the technical guys, and they can look at it and take it from there. But yeah, we're very open to these kind of suggestions. If you see something, your follow-up is the way that your system can take a break when you take a break. I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's fair enough. I think, again, that's probably going to go back a little bit to Fred's question earlier about the implementation of the 60 FPS lock when we're docked, because we were obviously seeing people with very high frame rates, and it was overheating or whatever, because PCs are notorious. You know, there's so many configurations and cooling and airflow and everything else. That was one of the reasons that we implemented it, because people were saying, hey, we don't want to be pushing 144 frames per second when we're in an inventory, you know, etc., etc. So yeah, we can certainly talk about it. As far as we're aware, there's no plans to implement that, but again, great suggestion. Do throw them always our way. So yeah, Fred, to be fair, overheating is not a game problem though. Yeah, it can be for some people depending upon what strain it puts on their system, and that's why we got a lot of issues, and that was why we implemented the cap. So yeah, whilst we're not saying it's, you know, wholly a system problem or an owner problem, the game can put excess strain onto a system. If the system is in any way kind of struggling, then yes, you will see those issues more prominently. So yeah, we try and help the players the best we can, and that's what we want to do.
All right, I'm going to lump a couple of questions together here so we can get through them.
Yep.
So the first question is, are there any plans to add more variants to drone consumables from Excelsior, which is tied together with, are you guys planning to add more ship customization? I love adding wings to my ship. 4 is not enough for me, says Alexandra type descriptor, as well as the question that comes from Excelsior again. Are there any plans to introduce mechanics for RNG mitigation in late game? I'm going to lump all 3 of those together.
Any kind of customization we'd love to do. I think it's always something that we look at as a nice to have. Erik, you might be able to speak more on this if you are aware of any other customization that's due. I'm not entirely sure that we have anything planned. I know obviously people love the wings. They want to kit out the ships as things are. I mean, it's a very personal look. I mean, I've created this ship in the style that I saw on another ship, and I thought that's great. But it's the time that we have to do things. We are kind of limited with everything that we want to throw into the game. So it may fall under a nice to have unless Erik has any new news that we can share on that. I don't believe we have that I'm aware of. But yeah, do let us know if you have any.
Yeah, so at the moment, it kind of goes back to what we've already previously said. Our roadmap indicates that we want to do more with the ship modules, those components. We didn't specifically say wings. There's always a chance, but generally speaking on that front, we would probably let you guys know if we were going that direction. It's one of those things where you just kind of have to wait. Pertaining to more consumables or, anything like that, that's also kind of in that territory of that's possible, but you'll have to wait. We might not. There's a lot of factors that go in there. And then finally, I did also bind the RNG mitigation into that same category because this is also something that you guys have brought up in the past. It's something we've talked about internally. Would it be awesome? Yes. Would it fit perfectly with everything else that's moving, all of these shifting parts to get it into incursions or future whatevers that we're doing? That's up in the air. We're going to have to follow up with you guys in the future for that. I will conclude though in saying that because Incursions does have that focus on in-game support, that I appreciate the question regarding being able to manipulate some elements of RNG. So when more news is able to be shared on that front, we'll share it. If no news is able to be shared on that front, we'll also let you know that there's no plans.
Excellent.
All right. Next question. Will the new legendary items change the way some ships work? Simple question from the real Dick Johnson.
I think, to be honest with you, any legendary or anything that you put on your ship would alter the way that it would work in terms of flying, because you may have to fly in a different style. We'll certainly reveal more about how things, and maybe even later on, you may even see something that changes how you approach a certain way, but we'll talk about that in a little bit because it's one of the ones that we've got lined up. So that could change how you approach things. We've got more to come. I know, again, we're just going to go back to, hey, we've got a lot of information. Can you give us it? Can you give us it? I know you want it, but we sometimes we just got to temper it. Keep it things on the level. So yeah, hopefully it won't be too long.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving parts. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Kazaa. Are the sales for the Artbook meeting expectations? Any chance of branching out with more EVERSPACE 2 or Rockfish collectibles?
Oh, we would love to. Absolutely love to. I couldn't give you any sales figures, etc., because literally I don't know these things. But just quite on hand, and it's probably going to be the wrong way around because my camera is actually reversed. This is the physical Artbook that Kizori's talking about, etc. So it is a nice piece of kit. I'm lucky to actually have a copy and all the art and everything that's in it, which I will just show again. It's going to be backwards and it's going to reflect in the light, but yeah, very nice collector's piece. Currently, just so you're aware, it is available from Amazon, but only in the US currently. It's going to be available in Canada and also on the EU stores at Amazon, but that's just not ready yet. We're still waiting on some final details to be completed on that, but it's going to be available on the EU and the Canadian stores. As soon as we get that news, we will be letting you all know, and you can all dive in and purchase because it is very worthwhile. It's one of those coffee table books rather that you'll definitely want around, and you could be like, hey, this is what you can get. This is quality merchandise, and it's so much better than what we originally planned as well. Hats off to Lee and the rest of the team for pulling that all together. It is chef's kiss.
I'm going to answer this question real quick. Comes from 8-Bit Vic. Any chance we could have the ability to add a keybind for enabling and disabling auto roll? The short of it is there are no plans to do this. If you are like really super passionate about this, you can send it off to the forums and explain your reasoning on that front. But I am going to really set the expectation forward here. The chances of this are, it's basically not going to happen. I mean, I'm going to be very, very upfront with you about it. We have that associated with an in-game selection from the menus, as opposed to being something you adjust on the fly very intentionally. So just making you aware of how that is operating. Next question comes from, are you guys planning to, oh, no, excuse me. We already answered that one. My apologies. Here's a lore question. I'll let Garry try to answer it first, and then I'll correctly answer it. So, it comes from Wizard Jerry.
He's not wrong.
He says, this is a lore question. Based on the Codex, Adam Roslin is 21 years older than his sister. But the girl in Adam's dream in Everspace 2 looks in similar age. Does it mean he has more than one sister?
I'm going to stab in the dark, and this is a guess here. I think it's because originally, obviously, when they were very, very young, they were proper siblings, probably of a similar age. However, maybe through the cloning process, he is a different age. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm gonna pass it off to Erik to clarify.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah,
that's wrong.
Hey, I told you I'd be wrong.
But no, the actual response is that we wanted to illuminate key elements within those sort of flashback, future back sequences in Everspace 2. They're not actually memories that are occurring in Everspace 2. They are segmented moments of time, be them in the past or the future, that are coming to Adam's brain and just powering through him. So in the event of that sequence, you see Adam and his sister and partially his parents, not at appropriate ages altogether, but because he is experiencing in a youthful state, you see him in a youthful state with his sister in a youthful state. It is not a correct memory whatsoever. It is what happens when these sort of timeline memory interchanged things are occurring in his flashback, future back experience.
Yeah, I see.
So yeah, and if you are trying to dissect other components, you'll actually see that this also makes sense. I'm not just like spitting this out, like being like, oh yeah, well, you know, it's totally fine. We didn't make any mistakes. Yeah, okay. So you know how Dax has a conversation with Adam about how he's never been kayaking, and then there's a sequence where he's kayaking.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense either. It's almost like there was some sort of injection of the conversation he had with Dax into this new memory that is now taking place. Crazy. That's consistent on how we utilize those sequences. Yep.
Oh, Flory, I love that. And in reality, it's his future with Delia and their children. Now that's a good speculation.
Oh my gosh! What?
Wow!
Wow, that's crazy. No, but I like it. I accept the exploration of ideas there. Next question comes from Excelsior. Any plans to? Oh no, excuse me. We answered that one too. Oh my goodness, we already answered about drone customization. Okay. Slorine Tetson asks the question. Legendary? Are you showing one on the stream? That's the last question, by the way.
Yes. What? And if I can push Lee to let us show 2, we might show 2.
I'm sorry, Lee, I'm a bad influence.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely showing 1, but maybe 2. Definitely 1. But we've got to ask nicely. You've got to ask Lee nicely, okay? If you want to see 2, then we'll show 2, okay? Right. Okay, so a bit more flying, then we'll switch to at least 1 legendary, and then we'll do the... Sorry, Lee, sorry. Oh, yeah, very good point there for Gizor. 2 streamers, 2 legendaries makes sense. Yeah, see? We can't argue with that. You can't argue with that, Lee. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. So, yeah, we'll do more gameplay, and then we'll dive into possibly the legendaries, and then we'll switcheroo to more...
Possibly, no. We're doing at least 1, Garry. I'm telling you right now. That's what's happening.
At least we can go for it. We can go for it. We can do 2. We can do 2. So.
Oh, sweet! Perfect.
Hey.
It's perfectly planned.
Yes.
Just like last time. Thanks, Lee.
Right. Did I actually pick up a... No, I didn't, did I? I was too busy answering questions. No, I need to dock. Just pick up a mission from the Kato clan.
True.
Right, I'm going to get rid of Erik just for the moment. He's a beautiful person, but we just need to get rid of him. There he goes. Whoa! Into the ether. He's gone. He's been practicing that all week. Right. Yeah, let's do another ramen delivery. That's, you know, I'm going to prove that it wasn't a fluke.
Better not risk blowing up any of the drones.
No, let's not get blowing up any of the drones, Adam. Very correct. You are not uncorrect. Oh, yep. There we go. Right. Come on, Wisto wobbly drone.
Very quick, but careful at the same time.
Down, down. If anybody's done one of these ramen delivery missions, have you ever bumped into any of the traffic? You know, that's the pertinent question. We need to know these things. Have you actually whacked into anybody else that's just been going about their day, you know, quite happily, and then you come along with a very drunkard drone and back into it and make his day a hell? There we go. Didn't hit anything. Oh, yeah. Right, where...
See if we can make it in time.
See if we can make it in one piece as well, Adam, not just in time. In one piece. Find the gap over there. You know, that's the first time, here's a bit of a discovery, I've actually seen the Rockfish logo in Prescott. I've never seen that before. That's new. Is that new? That must be new.
It's always been there.
Has it? Okay. I just never noticed it. Never noticed it. There we go.
People sure do go crazy for their ramen. If that's what's really in these deliveries.
Definitely not anything legit in these deliveries, Adam. You know this. You know this. Mr. Kato we're talking about. Fine, upstanding citizen that he is. Right, let's get over here.
So is there like a hint that you're doing all these ramen deliveries with like the legendary you're going to show? Like, is it ramen related? Is that what's going on here?
Oh, I can't speculate on that. No, no. There we go. Look, see, 3 out of 3.
Hey, Marianne.
I'll never do that normally.
Thank you. Payment is transferred.
No dev hacks
You're doing a
involved.
great job.
Let's just talk about Kato Palace. No, I didn't want to take off. Why did I hit that key? What a beautiful launch that was. Right. Okie dokie. Ramen delivery. Flawless Dolomite. Nice. What are we doing on the renown now? Are we doing the third? Yep. Okay. One tip I will tell you regarding these, if you're very close to leveling, literally in the top right of the screen, hold off collecting the items from these renowned. So if I was like very close to like level 14 and I just dinged through onto elite level, I wouldn't collect them. I'd wait until the level 14 so that you get a level, equal level from your rewards. Just a little bit of a help. It's helped me in the past, so, you know, I'm just passing those little tips on. Right. So where do we...
Good tip.
Good tip. Forlorn Vale, yeah, 5 stops away. Okay, so we need to do the 5 stops there for Kato. Okay, what we do? We shall crack on. Leave Mr. Kato for a little while. Have a little look. Forlorn Vale over there. Let's go on a little journey. Mine floating around over there. Don't want to fly into that. Ooh. Yeah, loving the new explosion sounds. Oh, superb. Superb. RIP your ears when you're right next to them, but that's always good.
So Garry, do you know of any other sound adjustments that have come into EverSpace 2 by chance?
I know there's some different engine sounds. I know I've heard them, but are you going to, you know, enlighten us about what else has come?
Well, I was just curious if you've heard any of the new shield sounds or anything like that.
No.
Oh, whoop. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hello.
Huh? What?
What?
Oh.
I didn't hear that. Anybody else?
This must be the place. Where do the hackers' coordinates lead?
to a cave entrance.
No, I'm just getting at the fact that we are absolutely plugging in more love on the sound effect side, which of course you guys are picking up on in the streams. We're not really necessarily highlighting it as anything. We just want to do it because it sounds cool, like literally. So those of you who are able to hear it in these streams, we are very pleased with the results. But yeah, hope you enjoy it.
The entrance is blocked. You will require a detonator to get through.
Didn't I see a G&B dig site when we flew in?
We did. We did, Adam.
One from them.
I assume steel one would be the more appropriate phrasing.
I'm also going to steal it. Pay for it. The last thing we had to pay for was well expensive.
Mining operation. Hive, do you see that?
If by that you are referring to the ancient structure up ahead, I would be able to offer some information. The ancients were believed to be higher beings, distantly related to and revered by the Oka. They ruled over a powerful and far-reaching empire, yet they mysteriously vanished from historical record some millennia ago.
You don't have to tell me. I painfully remember our previous encounters with them.
Mm.
G&B should know better than to risk a run-in with an ancient warden.
Let me just put that there temporarily while I just put that.
Looting containers is what it's all about, Hive.
Indeed.
It is healthy to have a hobby.
A hobby. Called it a hobby. Unbelievable.
I do have a quick question that showed up. I know that you like the heavy ships.
Yep.
So I just wanted to throw this your way. Bearded Frog asks, you don't mow your lawn with a bomber?
I mean, yeah, I suppose there's always the possible. I don't know how much lawn you'd actually have left after, using the bomber, but yeah, I'm sure it should be fine.
This should do it.
Boom, 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 boom.
In the mood for some more spelunking, Hive?
I do not have moods, but modes. Activating indoor navigation mode.
Don't pretend you can't be moody, my friend. You may even be the moodiest AI I've...
He's definitely the moodiest AI ever. He's good.
Here we go deeper and deeper into a long-lost alien cave.
Nothing wrong with that, Adam. I don't know what you're complaining about. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Okay. It would be an ancient rune there.
What is this?
I hate to say it, Hive. I would really like to say what it is.
No data regarding anything like it. This must be the place the Bovis hacker asked you to find.
Yup, maybe. You could be right. You could be right.
Any signs of some incredibly rare object nearby?
My sensors are unable to detect anything in here. It would appear you are on your own.
Really, Hive? Is that all the help you're going to give me? Right. Okie dokie. Right, we need one more, and then we need to find that. I think it's back out there. I just realised the time. Look at the time. The time has flown. The time has flown. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to save that as my stream save. There we go. Yeah. Well, there we go. Right. So you wanted to see some wonderful legendaries. And Lee's given us a big thumbs up for 2. So let's have a little look, shall we? Legendaries. Let's not overwrite. That would be a silly thing to do. Boop. Go down there. Ooh. So let's have a look. Don't worry, Sakib. Not yet. Not yet. We've still got players to come. I'm just going to show you the 2 new legendaries that are going to be heading your way very, very soon. And these would be. First off is the Grim Reaper Blaster. I don't know if you've kind of touched on this one a little bit before. I think you've probably seen the iconography, I think, when Eric's been doing the streams, and he may have seen it. But this one is a blaster. Does some nice big bits of energy damage there. But as you'll see there, critical hits with this weapon will instantly kill targets below 20%. Okay. That is quite phenomenal, to be fair. Critical hits with this weapon will instantly kill targets below 20%. So if you've got something that crits very, very high, boom. Yep, goodbye, whatever that is. So we're going to put that in. And then the other one, which is this little number, Epicenter, is a legendary booster. Nice bit of speed gain, recharge speed, all the accelerations. But if you notice there on the wording, teleporter creates a shockwave at the target location, dealing up to X amount of armor and shield damage to enemies within 200 meters and stunning them for 2 seconds. Okay, so now just take extra care in the wording there. The teleporter creates a shockwave at the target location. So when this is on your ship, when you teleport at the location that you land after the teleport, that is where the shockwave is going to start. Okay, it's not where you left. It's not like an EMP blast that's behind you. It's literally where you were going to land. So I think it's about 600 meters that you jump forward with the teleporter. So you may need to kind of plan your attack if you want to go into the middle of a group of people. So we'll put that one in, and then we'll have a look at the various weapons. So this is the Grim Reaper. Them sounds. They are nice. They are nice. I'm just going to bring Eric back in because I want to see his facial expression when we're firing these things. Because he's loving the sounds.
Yeah, I enjoy the sounds.
Yeah.
I enjoy the visual. It's very, it looks like you're firing souls.
Yes. Very ethereal. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah. Well, look, see, actually, see if I fire that and I capture that. You can see that is the projectile. Oh, that's very, very nice. Very, very nice. Well, it pivots around the camera. A bit of frog. Geeky's using the same color scheme I used. Oh, cool. See, that's good, isn't it? That's good. I like that. So that is the Grim Reaper. He's going to do a significant. Remember, anything below 20% and you crit, which is always nice. Get rid of those enemies very, very quick. So with regards to teleporter, and I do have the teleporter, this is going to be very, very quick. So I will try and freeze frame it as well. We're going to be flying along, and then there we go. If I do that. So that blast happens where you land with the teleporter. Not where you leave from. It's where you land. So that radial blast will hit. Now, just so you're aware, the outer edges, etc., are not going to be causing the damage. There's only a 200-meter radius within that shockwave blast. The way, and I was speaking to Marco today about that, it's a visual effect. It goes further than the actual damage effect. Okay, so just be aware on that. But yeah, within 200 meters, whatever is in this radius is going to get hit for shield and armor damage, and then it will be stunned for 2 seconds. So it's very, very nice. But as I've said, the sound effect as well. Oh, let me hear that sound effect. Boom. Boom. It's like somebody firing a cannon. Absolutely bonkers.
Except your ship is the cannon.
It is. Oh. It is. I mean, even when we look at the actual flavor text at the bottom there, when the roll of thunder approaches, know that your days are numbered. I mean, that really epitomizes what that sound creates. Absolutely phenomenal. So Grim Reaper, boom, and a little bit of you see what I'm going to enjoy putting on my Sentinel. Again, they're very, very situational. They might not suit your playstyle, and not every legendary that we have in the game suits every ship. sometimes you may get a set item which is better, and the way that works with the other set items will give you a bigger bonus. Legendaries are very unique, but they also can be situational and ship unique as well. So what comes with the game, with incursions on the new legendaries, aren't always going to be suitable for what you play and how you play that ship. So just be mindful. For me, this will be quite good because, you know, I do use the teleport. It is one of my favorite get out of dodge skills. And then just to use it as an offensive skill as well. Superb. Dive in, Eric. Dive in.
Yeah, well, I was going to say for me, you know, I really enjoy Epicenter, but from my own personal testing, I've discovered that I use teleporter to escape.
Yes.
So it's actually not as beneficial for me to utilize this. And this is coming from somebody who likes the striker, like getting up close and personal. I could probably find a really good way to utilize that. But again, for my personal play style, I'm actually better suited for other things. And we hope that this is how these legendaries are going to affect your experiences as well. Not every single one of them should be the best choice. There should be specific ones that you can pair together to create powerful opportunities.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we want them to be very unique. They are that, but you've got to pair them very, very carefully with other things. And as Bearded Frog is, yeah, you got to feel, it's got to feel special, but it doesn't suit everybody's play style. And I think as well with I use teleport in a very similar way as to how Eric does. It's for means of escape. But there's the odd time where all of a sudden you use it and then you're in the face of something else. If it can do damage, win-win. It's a bit of a bonus. But again, you need to think, is it going to enhance my gameplay? Is it going to enhance my ship build? That's entirely up to you. But we're giving you the choice. We're giving you the options. And options in games are always good. And that's what we're doing with Incursions. Giving you options.
The mode, I found whenever I've used Epicenter, the mode where it spins your ship around seems to be pretty useful for me.
Right, yes.
But also, Parting Gift, it also has a really strong place because now you're kind of like doubling up on damage from just using teleport.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys will find other really clever solutions there as well.
Yeah, so what Irish was just talking about there, I'm just going to get rid of you, Eric, because you're covering it up 1 second.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on, man, you're in the way. So that's the different modes. Obviously, when you master your various devices, we've got the base mode, which is Scurry, which gives you a 25% chance to refund a charge. Parting Gift, which Eric was just talking about, which leaves a proximity mine behind. That will obviously where you jump from, and then Face Off is the one which turns you around as well, which can be very, very handy, especially if you use a front shield, for example. If you're using a frontal shield and you use teleport, turns you around, things that were behind you are going to be in front of you now, so that can be very, very useful. So there we go. I mean, I could play around just flying around here all day, just, you know, boom. Oops, stay very careful, straight into an asteroid, always good. You just got to be careful where it puts you as well, because you could be in a face full of asteroid and enemies, but okay. There we go. So 2 new ones just to go over. There's Epicenter with the teleport shockwave and Grim Reaper, which is the blaster for a lot of energy damage, but the crits. If you're into a crit build, oh, you're going to love that. You're going to love that. Right, we're going to quickly swap over. We're going to look at all these screenshots. We've got so many to get through, and we've got probably a lot of questions to dive through. So we'll get done on that in a second. Don't go nowhere as we transition over. Ah, come on. Where are you, Mr. Screenshots? I found you somewhere. There we go. Quick as we go, and we'll have the wonderful Erik on screen with us again. There he is. He's above me now. How you doing, Erik?
Hello there.
Hey, he's just stood up. I'm sat down. Right, here we are. Let's have a little look-see. So, wonderful screenshots that we've got coming from the community over the past 2 weeks. They've been absolutely phenomenal, as I said earlier. Superb. You guys are knocking it out of the park. And it's so difficult when we have to trim the ones down that we would love to show, but we just can't. But anyway, we're going to dive in because we've not got long and we've got so much to get through. So, first up, we've got a couple from Type Kibbles. This wonderful shot. Love when people use depth of field. The planet in the background, superb. And then the ship, again, Sentinel. Great ship, by the way. People should fly it more often. Is slightly obscured at the front, but it just creates such a focus on that planet. Great work from Type Kibbles. Well done, my friend. Well done. We're going to skip on to, if he behaves. Come on, are you going to behave? Yes. Another one from Type Kibbles, posted on our Discord. Wonderful. Again, same system that they've used. Depth of field, focus on that wonderful star in the distance, and then blurring out through the depth of field the ship as well. Erik feels a bit underdressed now.
my button popped off.
Oh, button popped off. So, Erik, do we have any questions that either you or I can answer?
At this moment, we have some pleasant discussions going on in the chats about there's a little bit of idea crafting pertaining to the Epicenter, but we do not have any outstanding messages at this time.
No worries. If you
guys do have questions, I just completely cut off Garry. He was going to say the same thing.
The same thing.
Questions? So shoot them our way in any of the chats. You can tag me over on YouTube at Rockfish Games. You can tag me over on Twitch. You can tag Rockfish Games or Giraffosaur. I'm over there. Also, don't be shy, Steam. I see you. I see you viewers over there. If you've got a question or comment, you can sneak in there. And we're also open to Facebook as well. So,
indeed. So yes, if you do have them, throw them in. We've got probably about 10 minutes or so left to go, and we want to answer as many as we can. If you can't, if you're watching this back on the VOD, then please do head to all our discussion forums over on Steam or even onto our Discord. If you've got any comments, send them our way. We're very happy to discuss things with you. So, right, next screenshot. It's a very dark one. I believe that. And I think it's another Sentinel that somebody's using. It's very difficult to see. But this is from Phantom Lord. A great shot. And I just love because of the silhouette and then the vibrant colours of their weapons firing away. So people might think, oh, I've not made some brilliant screenshots. Oh, these are all better than mine. We're quite happy to show all kinds of screenshots. If you are there, putting those screenshots out there, wherever they are, on the Steam, even on the socials, we have some fantastic virtual photographers out there in the wild on the various social media that we do keep an eye on because they are making our game look amazing, and we're very thankful for that. So please post them wherever, tag us and let us have a look at them, and you never know, you might be lucky enough to feature in one of these streams. But yeah, that's Phantom Lords. Next up we have a brilliant picture. I love this one because it literally, again, the silhouettes with the star in the background, and this is from Kamamro over on there. So Eric's agreeing, he's quite liking that. You always know when Eric's agreeing when he does that. But a wonderful shot. Again, I do like the lighting. Very much highlights. Would you really want to be dealing with that? All of a sudden it appears, and then all of a sudden that's in your face. I'm not too sure you would, but yeah, very menacing, but almost serene as well. Like it's just floating there. Great shot. Next up. This one is an older shot. I've skipped this dog meat. This is dog meat. How can I skip this one? Oh,
how could you skip that? Also, I do have questions when you're ready.
Oh, okay. So this one, like I say, fantastic. The one that the reason it drew my eye is literally because of the red diagonal lines. I thought, what is that from? Where are they? What's firing at them? What has just disappeared off screen, etc., etc. Every screenshot tells a story. And that one I'd like to know more of. So yeah, let's see what the questions are.
Yeah, so our first question comes from Sloreen Tetson about the showcased Grim Reaper. The question is, does it also one-shot bigger ships under 20% hull?
I would think it does. If it
does.
Yes, if it fits that
it does.
Demographic of being less than 20%, boom. Just got to make sure you crit. You've just got to make sure you
just gotta get the crit.
Yep. But yes, have fun with that one. Ooh, I like it when you can see people are already planning. They're already thinking, what can I take on? What can I destroy? Sloreen's like, dang. Yep. So choices. But you just got to get the crit. Remember, it has to crit. It might be that you're absolutely obliterating something very, very big, and then it goes very, very quickly. But yeah, it will do the damage. So yeah, great shot there from Dogmeat. Next up is Phase Master. This one, he's a gunship boy. how could I not include him? There he is, looking all wonderful, just stealthily hanging out in a old ship, you know, waiting for some prey. I always feel like he's spider-like. He's just there waiting for something to come scurrying past, and he's going to be out and grabbing it, taking it down. So I like that. I like that. Us gunship boys have got to stick together. You know, we know where it's at. We know where it's at. Next up, this is the older shot that actually got picked up on Steam, because on Steam you can kind of vote up the shots no matter when they've been taken, and then in a kind of weekly roundup it will tell you which are the best. And this was one of the ones that came up, and it's a very older pitch from Pavel over on Steam. I loved it. Great depth of field. That Sentinel beautifully in focus. Loving the color scheme on it as well. I certainly had to include it. Again, it's just one of those amazing standout shots that we've had this week. So chef's kiss as always.
Yes. Yeah, speaking of standout shots, we did have a question from Kazaa wondering about any future plans for the community challenges on Discord.
Oh yes, well we've had these discussions quite regularly, myself and Erik, and within the rest of the team. It's definitely something that we want to bring back. It's just finding something that we think is kind of worthwhile and definitely enjoyable. You know, we've tried various things before, and maybe we haven't had as many responses as we'd like. So yeah, it's got to be worthwhile. We've always had fun with the specific screenshots. If we give you a certain theme, they've always been good. But we do want to bring more on that to the table, and hopefully get more and more people involved. But yes, we haven't forgotten about that. But yeah, we will bring those to the table if we can. And ideas, always good ideas. Next up, right, this one is a new photographer, Exy, over on our Discord. They did comment that they absolutely love the clouds, and this is the classic shot from EVERSPACE 2. It's such an amazing vista, is this. When you think of the actual size of these structures, and you compare them to the clouds and the arena that they're in, oh, amazing. The great shot, Exy, absolutely phenomenal shot. And their next shot, very, very similar. Again, quite a cloudy environment, but again, the haloing of the light behind these pillar structures from the broken asteroid. You gotta love it. You've gotta love it. But yeah, definitely keep up the good work there, Exy. Very, very impressed. Very impressed. A returner for this next screenshot, which is from Adam GD over on our Discord. Hasn't posted in a little while, but then he said literally with this post, he's back. And quite rightly he is, to be fair. A wonderful shot. Again, great depth of field. Not entirely sure which ship he's taken down just in the background there, but yeah, it's looks like another Sentinel about to do some decent damage on whatever it is he's got a web there. But yeah, the game is just a wallpaper creator. It really is. No matter, I don't think you can take a bad photo with the game. I really don't. I really don't think you can. You could try. I would probably try and fail, but you know, keep trying. Right, I've got a slew of brilliant shots which I'm going to kind of bang through on here because they are phenomenal, and they're all from It's YFP. Now this guy is a galactic photographer, and certainly with very, very good reason. And honestly, where could you not enjoy these screenshots? I mean, we were aware that there might be just a little smidge of alteration and touch up here and there, but generally overall it is a words fail you. Really do. They really do. Another one from same. I mean, look at that. That's like a picture that NASA's taken. You know, that's something that they'd be well happy. Again, maybe a little bit touch up, but it's fan art. We love the fan art as well as the normal community screenshots. So if you do have any, please throw them in. But phenomenal. Another one. We were there a little while ago.
I've got another question for you too.
Okay. Right.
The question, it was technically answered in the chat, but just making it available for everybody. Alexandra Type Descriptor asks, where can I report an in-game bug?
Oh, in-game bugs. Oh, everywhere. No, literally. We have a couple of places that are very, very prominent. One of those is the Steam discussion forums. There is a specific sub-forum on there for bugs. If you want to put it in there, by all means, please do. Usually myself or Eric will pick those up and pass them on to the rest of the team. Or if you want to, on our Discord, we do have the support forum that you can post away in there, and we'll pick them up as well, and we will pass them on. So yeah, if you do find anything whenever you're playing through, it might be something that we're aware of, it might be something that we're not aware of, but we would rather that you tell us 10 times and we make sure that it's fixed than not know about it at all, because it makes everybody's experience a lot better. So yeah, on the Steam discussion forums, or even on our own Discord. So yeah, anything you find, let us know. More the merrier. More the merrier.
We did create the Discord forums very specifically whenever we created the console version of the game. So it would be kind of weird to go to Steam if you're not running the game through Steam. We get that. So you definitely join our Discord and submit any of your bugs or ideas, in fact, over there. We've got it all cataloged accordingly for you, and we'll have those nice little follow-ups to get them straightened out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So this is another one. I mean, this is an amazing shot. Again, so sharp. I mean, it's the detail on the ship. That's from a screenshot. How cool is that? How cool is that?
That looks like it was doctored up. That's ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, even this, we were there literally earlier just doing a ramen job over at Prescott, and it is just phenomenal. It really is. The game itself is a work of art, and then for people to capture things in a certain way, even if it's edited, just do those tweaks just to make it really pop. Phenomenal. I do implore you, if you want to see the actual full versions of these images, go to our Discord. Most of them are posted on there, and you can download them and see them in all their glory. But yeah, great stuff from its YFP. And a close-up of one of these pesky little drones that we've been flying around. And yeah, I actually feel like we've missed a little bit of a trick, actually. I think these should be called Bro. Not Brew, BRU. I think it should be called Bro. I saw this on the screenshot earlier and I thought, that's got to be a Bro. Yeah, Bro 12. So a wonderful shot there. Again, this one, I mean, you'd have that on your phone, wouldn't you, as a background for that? Oh, my word. Knocking it out of the park. Again, what can you say? There's a talent, but hats off to our designers, artists, etc., for creating such wonderful worlds that people can take these pictures of. So absolutely phenomenal. Another one of, I'm gonna have to fly through these, unfortunately. This is one from another one of our galactic photographers, XL. You know his style, and it's always very dramatic. I mean, that is just, well, red, isn't it? Let's just say it's just red. The glow, the effect, everything is just absolutely amazing. Another one of theirs, and it's probably one of the best ones I think he's done in a long time, because of the very subtle different colorations, having the planets.
They snuck this in like right before the stream, right?
Yeah.
But
yesterday I think it appeared, and I was like, how can I not put that in? How can I not put that in? But they've been very difficult choices. But again, I implore you to check out the Discord, because they're all there for your perusal. Get them opened up on your web browser. Zoom in as far as you can for the detail, and just bask in their glory, because they are amazing. Sly Cooper reloaded with this one, very similar to the earlier shot with the silhouette and the endangerment. I just love the effect that they have with the very subtle red on the wings and the main hull of the ship. It looks very, very menacing. Great shot. This one is fan art. This one is very, very funny, because their post from Red and Blue put, I found a T-Rex in EVERSPACE 1, and literally there's the tail. If you can't see it, some people can't always see them, but there's the tail, there's the body, there's the head, there's his legs, and there's his tiny arms that T-Rexes were alleged to have. So yeah, you can see that. That's a definite T-Rex. Confirmed. T-Rex. Dinosaur DLC. You know.
That's what. Gosh. I have a question for you.
Yep.
This one comes from Syntax Error. And they are just asking for a quick rundown of what Unreal Engine 5 features we plan to use.
Okay. we haven't decided generally on everything that Unreal Engine 5 offers. We've got to look at them as a benefit to the game. Is it going to be worthwhile spending the time to implement them? Is it going to be, you know, worthwhile development time to actually, you know, work with those tools? We know Unreal Engine is a phenomenal engine. We've seen it in Unreal Engine 4. We've seen it with Unreal Engine 5. If we think it's going to be worthwhile, then it's a maybe. But there's no guarantees that everything's going to be in there, that, you know, people say like, oh, this is going to be in, this is going to be in. Once we have those details pinned down, and again, we'll go back to the blogs that Lee lovingly writes, we'll let you know what's going to be there. Once we get closer and closer to launch, then the details will be there. So don't worry. There's some good stuff. There's some good stuff.
The short answer, though, is that there are absolutely zero guarantees of anything that Unreal Engine 5 specifically has that we are going to infuse into EVERSPACE 2 through this migration. We've said it time and time again. I just want to make sure it's super clear for everybody out there. This migration is not to somehow supercharge the game and enhance all the graphics and do all the new things. No, we're doing this. This is mainly for us and for you on a level of supporting the game's development further, because we still have a little bit more life in EVERSPACE 2. We're not trying to sugarcoat this at all. So if you're expecting all of these new technologies that have come out of the blue and Unreal Engine 5 is doing this crazy new thing, do not expect that coming out of our migration over. That is not the plan. That was never in the plan. Okay? I want to make that very super clear with everybody. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely. This one is from Kizor, by the way. I think Bob's very angry. He's not happy. I think he's got something, some vengeance to mete out on somebody there, but a great shot. Yes, again, this is just fan art, so it is very saturated, etc., the colours to make them really, really pop. But yeah, we're quite happy to show them. It doesn't have to be just a very normal screenshot. We're quite happy if people do edit things down. This one is from Valentin. Now, this is a very clever one that he posted up on our Discord. To do with his Lego build, and he's trying to get it kind of pushed towards possible creation. It would be fantastic to see something like this. This is amazing work, and I think we'd all like to see them. So there is a link on the Discord. I do implore you again to dive over there and check it out and see what work they've done. It's very well supported, and we'll be happy if you could throw a little bit more support behind it, because seeing EVERSPACE in the wild like this, we love this kind of stuff. We share it with the team, and you know, we think it's just phenomenal that you guys are so invested. Wonderful stuff. And then the last,
I have one more question.
Oh, yes, dive in.
Yep. So the question comes from Junior Penchati from YouTube, and it's, why is there no illegal cargo to smuggle?
Well, actually, we do smuggle some illegal cargo from time to time within the game. Now, it isn't a normal job as such that you will pick up, but obviously within the game, if you've played through the story, which I'm sure you have, there is at times where you have to smuggle certain things, and it's always with an aim to progress that story. Maybe we could bring something like that. It's a great suggestion, but, you know, who knows?
I actually do knows.
He knows.
Just to follow up on this, because like we legitimately at one point in EVERSPACE 2's development, we wanted to see if we could find a way to smuggle specific goods over other ones and have kind of like this policing system, because you guys know the Okar are out there protecting various locations. And when we started down that rabbit hole, and I truly am calling it a rabbit hole, the technicalities of development started opening up a world of pain and suffering in a direction that was not technically according to our vision. This is also something we talked about when we were discussing trading in the game as well through our early access phase. We never wanted to have this super crazy dynamic system. Our focus has always been this looter shooter combat-oriented gameplay with a rich story that carries you through the game. It was never meant to focus on these more simulation aspects like trading or even smuggling. So we did incorporate a mission where there is smuggling, but beyond that, in order to generate jobs and also commodities that one would smuggle, that's asking a tremendous amount, believe it or not, if we were to try and go back and incorporate that into the game. It would be massive. So, not going to happen.
Thank you for that clarification, sir. Right, yes, this is a very weird fan art, as we've Bearded Frog has just picked up. But yeah, it's just a notification to let you know that some of the team are going to be across at GDC, the Global Developers Conference in San Francisco next week. So if you are in that area and you do want to drop in, go check them out at booth S849-13 in the German Games Pavilion, if I remember correctly. Go check them out. Have a chat with them. Michael's going to be there, Uwe, Lee, and Jeremy, if I remember correctly. So some of the team are going to be there. And yeah, let's see what you think. If you are passing that way, obviously, just to let you know. So we better wrap up anyway, because we're way over our time. Way over.
Way over. I actually need to leave.
Yeah.
I need to leave 10 minutes ago.
So just a reminder, a couple of weeks till the next stream. But in the meantime, we've got some sales going on over on Steam and Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle. That's a hard word. Humble Bundle. So if you fancy Everspace 1, that is currently 85% off. That is a bit of a bargain. But if you're interested in Everspace 2 and you're just watching this, currently 40% off.
40%?
40%. That's more than 35. That's amazing. 40%. He loves the jazz hands. So yeah, do check them out over on Steam and Humble Bundle. That's for the PC versions anyway. That would be something that you might even gift a friend. Why not gift a friend? Plenty of gifting options. And again, just to reiterate about our art books, they are available on Amazon in the US. We're waiting for more information about when they're going to be available on our on Amazon's Canada store and also in the EU. So yeah, just a little bit more patience on that. Hopefully we'll get them in your hands very, very soon. But is there anything you would like to say, Erik?
Yeah, the only other thing to mention, we've got these sales going on. We want to remind you that the upcoming Incursion DLC pack is also going to go on sale for a whopping 100% off. That's right, it is a completely free content update. So if you've missed all of the news surrounding this Incursions update that is coming out this spring, it is completely for free. It will be added to the game regardless of where you're buying the game from. Doesn't matter if it's on the PC side, at Steam, of GOG, whatever, console, your PlayStation or your Xbox, like it will be updated for free with a load of healthy new content like the legendaries that you were able to see today and so much more. Oh, so much more than just the legendaries. Oh.
Right. It's time for us to leave. Thank you, Erik. You've been an absolute legend, as you always are. He's a genius. He really is a lovely man. We're going to catch you in the next one. I'm probably not going to be there, unfortunately. I'm on leave, so it may be Erik flying solo. I know. Sorry, Erik.
That's fine.
But we'll see you again very, very soon. See you on the Discord. See you on the various channels, as always. But in the meantime, I've been Garry, your host. That's been Erik, the community ambassador, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Take care, my friends. Toodles!
Toodles!